discussing this was the amount, but down in the ballot corner it said we were approving.
Oh, because of it.
Yeah.
You might. Was it for if there's add-on costs? You know, like the add-on.
Usually I don't want to change it.
No.
Your memory's better than mine,
It's been
Steve.
weird all along.
Where's the?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought that's what it did. But
I'll ask when we
that's what we
go back.
approved.
Well, that's a good question for you to ask, Steve.
You can stir the pot first.
Oh, hell, why not?
Well, why not?
Make it easy.
I can see much better today than last meeting.
Got big light, big eyes in.
Well, yeah, that too, but I also finally finished my steroid treatments.
Oh. Yeah, they do weird things with them steroids.
Yeah. Good and bad.
Well, yeah.
All right, it is 4:30. We'll call this meeting to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Lynn, will you conduct roll call, please?
Madam Mayor Jacqueline Wells,
Here.
Vice Mayor Darrell Garna, Councilmember Derek Elliott,
Here.
Councilmember Tanya Lumen, Councilmember Terry Pattison,
Here.
Councilmember Steve Sanger,
Yeah.
Councilmember Bruce Seelow.
Here.
Thank you.
All right, moving down to the approval of the agenda. Councilmember Sanger.
I move to approve the November 10th, 2025 Special City Council agenda as presented.
Second.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded to approve the agenda. Any discussion? Lynn, will you do voice voting, please?
Madam Mayor Wells,
Yay.
Councilmember Elliott,
Yay.
Councilmember Pattison,
Yay.
Councilmember Sanger,
Yay.
Councilmember Seelow.
Yay.
Thank you.
All right, moving down to new business and the approval of a contract award and execution authorizing for the Edinburgh Street project and the approval of an addendum correcting scrivener's errors. Councilmember Sanger.
I move to approve the contract for project construction between the City of Rawlins and Kilgore Companies, LLC, doing business as Lewis & Lewis, Inc., in the amount of $7,903,100 for the Edinburgh Street project, approve scrivener's error correction addendum, and authorize the mayor to execute the contract and addendum in form approved by the city attorney, and authorize the city manager to issue the notice to proceed.
Second.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? Councilmember Sanger.
We just need to get a clarification of what the error correction addendum is.
Go ahead.
Absolutely. Madam Mayor, Honorable Council, the correction is in the contract that was drafted by WWC. There were some inconsistencies regarding the paragraph numbering and then the amount for liquidated damages. Liquidated damages are an important and material clause within a contract. They provide for part of the bargain for deal between parties if the time exceeds, if they are away from work, it takes longer to complete the project, exceeds what is supposed to be the amount. It was agreed to be $2,500 per day for every day that it exceeds the contract. And in a couple of, which was what was included in the summary, in the addendums and what was bid. However, in the contract itself, it had the one part that it had $1,500 rather than the $2,500. Whether it was a fat finger, I can't speak to that, but this just clarifies that inconsistency. And then because of the paragraph numbering 3.1 versus 4.1, we just clarified that to make sure it was consistent in any way that you look at it.
Councilmember Sanger?
Was there any dollar amount attached? It was just a clerical error?
Exactly.
Okay.
So none of the material terms have changed. Nothing else has changed. It's just to make sure that no matter what you look at, you're seeing the right number. And the way a court would interpret this is, well, even if the summary said this, but what the contract says is this. And so this way it just clarifies any ambiguity as to what the actual number is.
Going into this, starting this time of year, what are we doing on frost and frozen ground and all that? There ain't nothing in the bid for allowing for any of that, so are we gonna get charged extra when they run into the problem with frost and everything to get rid of it, or have to haul other compaction material in?
Who's that question directed to? I'm assuming.
Cody, I guess whoever's in charge of it.
All right.
Madam Mayor, Honorable Council, so far we have not discussed any of that. They just are eager to get the project started. And I don't think there's any worries at this point about ground frost with the equipment that they're going to be using and digging with. In our experience digging in that part of town, it's not too bad. We've done it all winter long as a utilities department.
Okay, so they're gonna be able to bed the pipe without frosting the bedding and all of that.
Well, we'll have our pre-construction meeting next week, and we'll discuss all of those potential issues at that pre-construction meeting.
Yeah, so that's the biggest problem this time of year.
Attorney Mayberry?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Council, there is a clause within the contract, which is actually 3.03E, which does specifically speak to adverse weather days. So that is baked into the schedule. If by the acts of God, there's more frozen days, it is something that we can certainly handle and we'll address if that is needed.
Oh, just okay.
Any other discussion? Good. Okay. Lynn, will you do voice voting, please?
Madam Mayor Wells,
Yay.
Councilmember Elliott,
Yay.
Councilmember Patterson,
Yay.
Councilmember Sanger,
Yay.
Councilmember Seelow.
Yay.
Thank you. Motion passes with 5 yeas.
All right. With no further business that needs to be brought before the council, we'll adjourn this meeting at 4:36 p.m. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Go forth, dig.
Short and sweet.
You didn't even have to switch out today, Bruce.
I only brought one bottle.
I have